Hello. My name is Tommy T. Thompson. I work with Thompson in Quebec, attorneys at law. I've been retained by Mr. Jonathan Goble. There's a certain person out there by the name of Ryan Upchurch that calls him Gobble, and it's not true. It's Goble. Believe me, he told me. It's come to my attention that Mr. Ryan Edward Upchurch has been harassing my client. He has made my client's wife relapse. It's gotten so bad. I must say, though, she has now realized she is married to someone that is batshit crazy, which is called the relapse. When I say she relapsed, it has nothing to do with substance. She needed something to take her mind off of allowing my client to release his gobble juice inside of her cervix. With that being said, the way she has relapsed in a different way, I must add. What better way to get your mind off of my dirty special needs Caucasian client than allowing a rather large rounded penis African American to bend her over like an American red-nosed pit bull style sex position. During that time, I've been told that he screams in her ear, "I support Creek Squad movement. Raise hell, eat cornbread." At one time, my client was very disturbed. Before entering his residence and catching his wife in this act caused by Mr. Ryan Upchurch, he even heard the large, rounded African-American male species state to her as he was driving my wife. Well, that did happen to my wife, but this happened to my client's wife, what we're talking about now. He was driving her like a Fox body Ford. My client had to walk in and catch this. During that time, my wife, oh Jesus, this is bringing back too many memories. When he was driving my client's wife like a Fox body Ford, my client heard the African American even state, "Oh girl, we're now Rolling Stone. We dim holler boys. Luke Combs is a sellout. Morgan Wallen owes me a beer." All stated by the African American. With this being said, my client is going after damages. He would like Mr. Ryan Upchurch to give him a public apology. He would also like Mr. Upchurch to call, talk to my client, set up a meeting time to where my client can come to the Ghost Ranch, ride in his Lamborghini. Mr. Upchurch must also give my client a hug that must last at least 24 seconds. My client also asked for a pop kiss, just a little peck, that's all he asked for. 3 Pokemon cards of Mr. Upchurch's choice. And he would also like a drawing by Mr. Upchurch. On top of all this, he would like for Mr. Upchurch to speak with Mr. Bobby Necklackey from Redneck Nation for him to reconsider the choice of not allowing my client to be a part of Redneck Nation. My client believes that it was solidly Mr. Upchurch's choice for Mr. Necklackey not to allow my client to be a part of Redneck Nation. My client quit his job many years ago and has not worked since because he had planned on being a part of Redneck Nation. My client states that the only reason that Mr. Upchurch was against my client's career choice is because Mr. Upchurch knows that my client is a way better singer and he feels if he will steal his thunder. Mr. Upchurch, you should need to really take my advice. I will be coming at you with collateral damages. If any of Mr. Upchurch's friends need an attorney, I'm your guy. As I have heard, and it is a fact because my client would not lie to me, Mr. Leroy Biggs took a charge for Mr. Upchurch at one time. Not sure how big of a charge it was, but some say it was a kingpin methamphetamine charge. Mr. Upchurch is also allowing many of his friends to sleep with his mother, my client says. Mrs. Upchurch, if that is your name. Burgess is what I've heard, but I'm going to call you Mrs. Upchurch. It's only fair for this case here, because no one will know you by the other name. Not even sure if that's the name. Mrs. Ryan's mother, if you would like to sue your son as well, I will represent you. I'm doing very low fees right now because of the fact my client is going to be really famous pretty soon whenever he starts releasing his music. And he's promised me a substantial amount of money to represent him. I'm also going to be his entertainment attorney, tour manager, and a private investigator for his situation with his wife. Thank you all, and have a blessed day. Mr. Upchurch, I'm coming for you.